Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Yasir Hussain from Pakistan Studies Department, Army Public School and College, Ordnance Road. Today, I will give you lecture number 6 and we will start chapter number 2. Before going to start chapter number 2, we will have to recall and refresh our knowledge regarding chapter number 1. In chapter number 1, we have discussed about that of the meaning of ideology, then the definition of Pakistan ideology, the basis of ideology of Pakistan, then origin and evolution of the two-nation theory, then a number of leaders like Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Chaudhry Rahmat Ali, Allama Iqbal and Quaid-e-Azam, and their views regarding the two-nation theory. So in that chapter, it was all about ideology, Pakistan ideology, two-nation theory, which was the basis of Pakistan. Now, in this chapter, chapter number 2, we will discuss about the making of Pakistan, the creation of Pakistan. The objective of our today's lecture are trace the background of the Pakistan resolution, identify the reference of Pakistan resolution to Pakistan movement, gather information about text of Pakistan resolution, identify the reaction of the Hindus and British to the Pakistan resolution. After the failure of the War of Freedom in 1857, the Muslim leaders were constantly thinking how they could provide the Muslims with a peaceful and secured environment. Many significant personalities like Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghani, Abdul Halim Sharar, Khairi brothers, Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Allama Iqbal and Chaudhry Rahmat Ali proposed for partition of the subcontinent. The demand for partition of the subcontinent grew gradually. Now we will discuss the important events that took place with reference to the Pakistan movement from 1942-47 in this chapter. Dear students, remember that the struggle started by the Muslim leaders after 1857 War of Freedom till the achievement of Pakistan in 1947 is known as Pakistan movement. Here you can see page number 19. It's the start of chapter number 2, making of Pakistan. Dear students, our main topic of today's lecture is Pakistan Resolution 1940. The 27th annual session of All India Muslim League was held at Lahore in the historical Iqbal Park on 23rd of March 1940, which was presided over by the Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Some great personalities like Maulana Zafar Ali Khan, Chaudhry Khaliq-uz-Zaman, Qazi Muhammad Isa, Sardar Abdul Rab Nishtar, and a large number of the Muslims from all over the subcontinent participated in the session. During this session, a resolution named Lahore Resolution was presented in the session by the Tiger of Bengal, A.K. Fazl Haq. This resolution was passed unanimously, and the Muslims identified their destination. You can find more details on page number 20 of your book regarding this. Dear students, this important resolution was not passed at once. It has a background. Therefore, here we will discuss about its background. The Muslims of the subcontinent wanted to secure themselves against the domination of the Hinduism. Hinduism was constantly trying to merge Islam into it, like other issues. If the united subcontinent had got freedom, it would have been a permanent form of Hindu authority, because modern democratic system believes in the majority government. So it was a must to get rid of the dominance of the Hindus, and it was possible only if the subcontinent was divided. Dear students, regarding the background of the Pakistan resolution, there are certain points which we will discuss over here. The first point is that of the sectarian rights. Despite the presence of the British rule, the blood of the Muslims was shed mercilessly in the sectarian rights. Then, the equal social status. The Muslims were given less status in the society. They could not lead a dignified and graceful life in the Hindu society that believes in the caste system, color, and creed. And the Hindus could never agree to give the Muslims equal social status. The next point is that of the language and culture of the Muslims. The Hindus continued their attempts to wipe out the language, culture, and civilization of the Muslims. It seemed very clear that if India got freedom as a single country, the culture, civilization, and the language of the Muslims would always be in danger. The next point is that of establishment of an Islamic state. As the Muslims wanted to establish a state in the name of Islam, where they could lead their individual as well as collective lives freely in accordance with the principles laid by Islam. The other points include Allama Iqbal, while presiding over the annual session of All India Muslim League at Allahabad in 1930, presented the clear plan in a forceful and argumentative manner. Then Chaudhry Rahmat Ali prepared a pamphlet, Now or Never, and distributed it among the participants of the third round table conference being held in London, in which he coined the name Pakistan. Then Sindh Muslim League passed a resolution in the favor of the partition. At last, in 1940, Quaid-e-Azam got the resolution of Pakistan passed and formed it as the demand of the nation. You can see the details of these points regarding the background of the Pakistan resolution on page number 21 of your textbook. Dear students, now we will discuss about the presidential address of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. While presiding over the All India Muslim League session at Lahore, Quaid-e-Azam identified the direction for the struggle of the Muslims. In his address, he said, "The Muslims are a separate nation because their customs, traditions, civilization, culture, and above all, religion is different from Hindus." He further said, in spite of the fact that they had been living together for centuries, both have their distinctive identification. If the subcontinent gets freedom in the form of United India, the rights of the Muslims will not be protected. Quaid-e-Azam further said that the demand of the Muslims for a separate country is not unhistorical. In this regard, he gave examples of Ireland, Spain, and other states who got freedom from different countries. Then at last he mentioned that the British India is a subcontinent where many nations are living and their interests are separate from one another. Dear students, you can find more details of Quaid-e-Azam's speech in your book, page number 21 and 22. Dear students, now the text of the Pakistan resolution, which is the most important thing of this resolution. In this text, there were a number of points, but the most important point was that of the demand of a separate homeland for the Muslims of the subcontinent. It mentioned that those areas where the Muslims are in majority, they should be grouped together in a state or states and form a Muslim country over there. The other point in this text is regarding the security of the minorities, as in the subcontinent the Muslims were in minority. So regarding the protection of the Muslims, the demand was also made over there. But you can read over here on your textbook, page number 22, the detail that is regarding the demand of a separate homeland for the Muslims of India. That was the main thing of this resolution. Soon after the passage of the resolution, the Hindu leaders and Britishers began to express their views against the resolution. The resolution was ridiculed. Gandhi and Hindus opposed the resolution absolutely. All India Muslim League named this resolution as Lahore Resolution, but the Hindu press ridiculously began to write it as Pakistan Resolution. So the Muslim leaders adopted this new term, and today it is called Pakistan Resolution. The British press called this Resolution of Jinnah or Pakistan of Jinnah. The Hindu newspapers like the Hindustan Times, Modern Review, and Amrita Bazaar wrote editorials against the plan of the partition. Students, you can find the reaction to the resolution on page number 22 of your book. Now coming to the conclusion, Hindus were of the view that the proposal for the partition will be rejected, but the Muslims of the subcontinent had decided their future. As a result of great struggle, they succeeded in getting Pakistan after 7 years only. Students, in today's lecture, we have covered the background of the Pakistan resolution, presidential address of Quaid-e-Azam, the text of the Pakistan resolution, and then the reaction of the Hindus and British to the resolution. Now coming to the task, you will have to read and highlight pages we have covered today from 19 to 23, learn by heart the definitions and the concepts. Then you will have to answer the following 3 short questions and do write the answers in your notebooks. Question 1 is that of many personalities presented the opinion to partition India. Write the names of any 5 such personalities. You can find its answer on page number 19. You will have to write in your own words. Question 2 is write the text of the Pakistan resolution. Its answer you can find on page number 22. You will have to write the text, the most relevant text only, in your words as well. Question number 3. While presiding over the All India Muslim League session at Lahore in 1940, Quaid-e-Azam identified the direction for the struggle of the Muslims. Write any 2 points of this address. Its answer you can find on page 21 and 22, and any 2 points you will have to write in your notebooks. That is the end of today's lecture. Best of luck, best wishes. Do complete your work on the notebooks. Take care. Allah Hafiz.